Hello YouTube, my name is Jack and welcome to Jacked Up Reviews, where I find cool stuff and tell you guys to check it out. Now this is going to be a little tentative today because the subject I present is a little hard to check out, but still it's pretty good. Today's episode, Twice Upon a Time. Now normally I leave the movie reviews to Lucha Man, but he'll be covering the Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods film later on, after he goes to see it. So, and this film is quite old, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And now a quick brief history about this film. 1980. Twice Upon a Time begins production. 1983. August 5th. The film debuts in theaters everywhere. And unfortunately, the company that was behind this film, it was not exactly deemed a success. There were multiple versions of it released, and this is actually the first film by George Lucas. The first animated film by George Lucas. So, you know, maybe a little film you have heard of called Star Wars. Kind of a director you might want to know. But yeah, so yeah, this is amazing that this was actually his first animated feature film he's done. And it was pretty cool that he was part of this project. Now, so let's see, skip ahead a couple of years later to 1998. The film Twice Upon a Time is shown on Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater. And ever since then, it has been unknown where this film has been. It hasn't really been shown up on public broadcast any place in particular. Now the problem is, another important date. August 5th, 2013, the 30th anniversary. I forget to do a video about it. August 5th, 2014. I'm now doing the 31st anniversary of Twice Upon a Time. Now I've seen this film 2, maybe 3 times at most. Because it's been so hard to see, because it's on VHS, but it hasn't been put on DVD. Because the film wasn't exactly a success, but it has gained a huge cult following. B, Warner owns the rights to the film now, and they don't know when they're going to release it. There's been no announcement for DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. And C, there's some other material. There might be a copyright issue or something going on with Twice Upon a Time. There's some. Alright, there's a character named Iborg. It's a robot gorilla that has a TV for a head / face, and it shows multiple media from different areas that may not be licensed under George Lucas or the studio that made this film. Now, like I said, I've seen this film maybe 3 times at most, and I think it is very good. As for which version it is, I don't know. It may vary, because like there's a bunch of versions about this film running about. There's like one that's PG, one that's PG-13. It's based on like language and other issues like that. Yeah, so there's a little bit of controversy surrounding this film, but I thought it was a really good film. It's made in a style where every character's animation, like every movement or changing of fingers or blink or motion or talking, it's done with different cutouts of paper. It's really awesome. And it's just a really great. It's just really interesting to look at. One of the key factors about this is that one of the characters is voiced by the late great Lorenzo Music, who you may recall as the original voice of Garfield from the original Garfield animated series. I thought this was a very interesting film. Like I said, visually it's really great how they've stylized it with the animation and how they use live action footage, so it's pretty cool. This film, I think, has got inspiration from and inspired from so many other pieces. Someone else who reviewed this... Other people have reviewed this film, and I decided I learned some new information from them. So I want to thank everyone else who has reviewed this film, either on YouTube or any other video site here on the internet. For starters, the film focuses on the power of nightmares in some aspect, which was the main focal point for the Rise of the Guardians film, or also as seen in Monsters Incorporated. I did not realize that. I came to the conclusion with the Rise of the Guardians, but Monsters Incorporated completely went over my head, so that was pretty awesome. Also, and someone pointed out how the Ralph, the all-purpose animal, was one of the characters in this film. That's the character voiced by Lorenzo Music. He could have been the inspiration for Jake from the popular Adventure Time series now. So yeah, I mean, it's great. And here's a factor that I discovered. I made the correlation that this film could be like that. It could share a correlation with the film / comic story of Nemo, Adventures in Slumberland. Again, with the power of dreams and nightmares, relatively speaking. So the film, like I said, has gathered a cult. It's a cult classic. People love it, and we're still waiting for it to come out on VHS. I mean, it's on VHS, and we're waiting for it to come out on DVD. Right now, if you can find a copy, consider yourself lucky. Get it. Or if you have a copy of it, do not, I repeat, do not throw it away. Find a way to preserve that sucker. I mean, this is a great film. The odds of it, who knows when it'll come out on DVD, if ever. I mean, this is a really good film. Now, the company that made it, like I said, they shut down after making this film. Of course, it took them 3 years to make, but granted, it was using paper stop motion in a sense. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Twice Upon a Time. From the 2 or 3 times I remember seeing snippets of it. Yeah, if you look around on the internet, there's other people that have reviewed it, and we are actually lucky enough that sometimes footage of it is posted. So, for its 31st anniversary, I want to say thank you very much for Twice Upon a Time for being made, and we here at Jacked Up Reviews give Twice Upon a Time, we give it an 8.5 out of 10. There's some weird issues with the story and the fact that there's like maybe a plot hole or two, or it doesn't make a little sense. And of course, there's the whole mystery behind why this film hasn't been released on DVD in the 30-year span that it's been available. But yeah, but overall, it is really good. I have fond memories of it, and seeing as how it's now the 31st anniversary, I am going to go and watch it just to remind myself why I like this film so much. And like I said, if you have the film, or if you get a chance to get the film, then I highly recommend it, and make sure you save it, because this thing, it's a rare gem. It's one of those films you don't see too often, but it took a new approach, and I think it worked. It just needs some more recognition, and it needs to come out for everyone to enjoy it. So until next time, this has been Jack for Jacked Up Reviews saying, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.